going on with the YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege and honor. Privilege. What's good, YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege and honor and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again. Immediate rematch. 80 Hearn says Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk for next year, 2022, February, March. My thoughts on that, I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a very, very smart move. He did the same thing when, Ruiz beat him, and Ruiz made him quit. It was a way more devastating loss against Ruiz than it was against Usyk. Usyk just simply and utterly outboxed him, buzzed him a handful of times, but he didn't quit like he did against Ruiz. Which gives me a little indication that he may be able to get his belts back. My heart's telling me no. My heart's telling me that Usyk just might have this man's number. I don't think that this was a fluke win. You could argue to say that the Ruiz win was, but, he made adjustments. He came back and didn't trade with the shorter, harder puncher. Well, I wouldn't say harder puncher, but, he just outdogged Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And Joshua made the adjustments and he moved and he boxed. Got a lot of criticism for it, but he did what he had to do. You gotta listen. Usyk is a monster, okay? Despite what Roy Jones says, Usyk can level up, I believe. I think he's going to know what to expect in this rematch, should it happen. Now, if I'm Joshua's trainer, which he needs new trainers, okay, I'm going to make him as aggressive as possible. I'm going to tell him that he needs to take risk because he got hit pretty good with some good power shots from Usyk and he didn't fall. So obviously he's possibly not going to knock you out. Now, I'm not saying that Usyk couldn't get a stoppage, but you've tasted his power, bro. And he really didn't taste Joshua's because he just would not pull the trigger. He couldn't. Usyk made sure that he just wouldn't be able to do that with all that movement, head off the center line, and his aggressiveness and spots. So if I'm Joshua's trainer, you're going to have to get aggressive. You're going to fight after the jab, and you're going to end with the jab. You're going to get close to him. You're going to go to the body from round one. You're going to put your big body on him, lean on him, make it dirty, nasty, grimy, much like I think Dillian Whyte would if he ever fought Alexander Usyk. I think Dillian Whyte would do that and would probably be somewhat successful, but I don't know. That's for another time and another fight. But right now, the immediate rematch, I think, some people don't think, but I think it's a very, very smart thing. Jump right back on him, just like you did Ruiz. But you have to implement that dog, man. You can't be Mr. Nice Guy. You gotta run in and maul this dude, man. Like I said, I honestly don't think Joshua can beat him, but you got to switch up. Because what happens if you go and take a tune-up fight and you mess around and lose? What happens if, someone else fights Usyk, a match before you and ends up beating Usyk? Might be a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I think if Usyk becomes undisputed, there's a good chance Anthony Joshua will never become heavyweight champion again. I think, my heart of hearts, my humble opinion, Usyk has this number. But, time will tell. But I think it's smart on 80 Hearn's behalf to take the immediate rematch. I think it can only benefit Joshua, and he needs every advantage he can possibly get against Alexander, man, because, he's just not afraid. He's not afraid, man, and he has God on his side. So I'm down with the immediate rematch. That's my thoughts and my opinions on it. But what do you think? Comment down below, let your boy Real Talk know. And listen, before I get out of here, my video earlier this morning about Claressa Shields and Jake Paul, I was kidding, y'all. I was kidding when I said that I don't necessarily disagree with her when she said I could beat Jake Paul up. Listen, I know better than that. It was a joke. I thought you guys would be able to read between the lines. Some of y'all took me seriously, but it's okay. My favorite female fighter of all time, and I think who's the greatest female fighter of all time, Lucille Riker, stepped into the ring with a man, a professional bout, and he wasn't even that good. She was great. You know what happened to her? She got laid out stiff like a freaking deer. Like she was froze up. So, Claressa Shields, baby, I'm sorry. I understand you said what you said, and I agree with most of what you said, but the fact that you said you can beat up Jake Paul, a man who's been boxing for a few years, who's way bigger than you, of course, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all got to give me a little bit more credit than that. But anyway, comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. The next time, Real Talk Boxing. I am up, and I'm out of here. Boom.